Hey guys, since Chapter 6 is coming to an end very shortly, I want to talk about the season as a whole and give my thoughts and opinions on why I think this is one of the weirdest seasons we've ever had. The beginning of this season is a completely different game than the end of this season. I want to address whether or not it is a good or bad decision for Fortnite to drop the original big idea. Let's get right into it. Before the season dropped, we were just getting away from all of the superhero themed items and locations of Chapter 6 Season 3. I think that season was actually really fun. When we looked at the leaks for Chapter 6 Season 4, we were shocked to see that they were going from a superhero themed season to a book themed season. The build up for the season was actually pretty good, and the trailer definitely piqued everyone's interest. That was all going to slowly change when the season dropped. At first, everyone was having fun killing bugs and trying all the new items. You guys have to remember how toxic the meta was when the season first dropped. You had players running around with all the medallions that were dropped from the queen bugs completely blitzing through the lobby. You can't also forget about the fact that on launch day, you could double pump with the record revolver. And I don't just mean with the pump and revolver. No, like you can carry 2 revolvers and destroy anyone you see. Also, the initial range on the revolver just made that combo even more broken. The Swarm Strike rocket launcher was also overpowered. I kind of loved and hated that weapon, because when you were up against this thing, you knew you were going to have a hard time killing your opponent. But when you were carrying it, it seemed someone in the car, no one could run from you. The bug blasters, while it still stands to this day, is too easy to use. Being able to deal 90 damage while still having that area damage is pretty broken. So now about the bugs. Like I said earlier on launch, the bugs were not all that annoying as it was the beginning of the season. 2 weeks later, they started to become more annoying and the pests that they are. Killing these bugs to potentially get the best loot at all the new POIs every single game became really repetitive. They also will try to attack you when you are fighting another player. It's like they don't even bat an eye until you start fighting. The new POIs were such an eyesore to look at on launch. Take a look at some of these POIs. Now I want you to remember some POIs from Fortnite's past that you most fondly remember. They were probably colorful, easy to look at, and vibrant. Something about them makes the game feel most cozy and inviting. These POIs we have now were dull and dark. They didn't have personality to them. I get that that's the entire theme of the season, but when you scrap the initial theme anyway, did it really matter? Also, I can't forgive this season for removing flooded flags and replacing it with nothing. Like you could have just keep it right where it was. There are some good changes to come out of this season though. The OXR rank forces you to actually get active with the game and do things. The further separation of the rank battle royale loopholes finally happened after like 2.5 years of it not happening. A little later into the season, one of the most controversial changes occurred. On Twitter, Fortnite stated that they removed the medallions in a weird and very unprofessional manner. Like, what does this even mean? The community was split whether or not this was a good change or not. Personally, I think that medallions should not be in the game at all. Medallions just feel like they hold your hand too much and make you too overpowered. I would want to see something new other than medallions, to be honest. People at the time were saying that the medallions made the game more fun, but if that's the only thing that's making you have fun in the season, then that season doesn't really have too much good content. Now later on in the season, people started to notice the player count slowly dropping and dipping to low numbers never seen before. Content creators like CypherPK, Nick830, and Typical Gamer were suffering from low player counts. They need people to be engaged in Fortnite so their content can get even more views. Even Ali stated that he didn't like the game and that he was going to start a Roblox channel because Fortnite was doing so poorly. Ranked Battle Royale playlists couldn't even fill more than 10 lobbies, and it seemed like the interest for the entire season would be gone. Until Fortnite dropped the update that would bring back hype and interest in Chapter 6 Season 4. The bugs? Nah, those are gone. Demon Hunters? This update felt like an entire new season. They revamped the loophole and map a ton. All of the bug themed POIs were fixed and reverted to how they should look, clean and neat to look at. We haven't seen mid-map season changes like this caliber since Chapter 2. All of the annoying things that were complained about earlier were gone. We were introduced to new items like Rumi's sword, that shield bubble that healed you when you play music, and the Ramion, which was one of the best and balanced healing items. Also, Demon Rush was back and it was better than ever. This update alone saved the season, which was once a barren wasteland of a game. Those content creators who were saying that the game was dying were now back creating content. Huh? It's not like there's a cycle that happens each and every time the season thinks it's about to die, but then it bounces back. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. This happens every single year, guys. But Fortnite had another transformation that they were saving for later. And of course, where are Fortnite Season 4s without Fortnite mirrors? Just when we thought we were getting fed too much content, Fortnite decided to drop another massive update. This Fortnite mirrors was packed with content. From the map to the weapons to the collabs, it was everywhere. Enough content to where I had to come out of screaming retirement and play the game with friends. There were new POIs like creepy camps and the amazing POI freaky fields. The collabs, so I think they were a little too much, brought back some player interest for the people who like to buy collabs. So what do I mean when I say the season is bipolar? The season has gone through lots of changes. Think of it like skincare. The season started off rough, but later became better and took care of itself. This season has struggled with what it wants to be. The identity of the season has shifted. Fortnite initially wanted to stick with the bug theme, but they later realized that the game was slowly becoming dry, so they switched it up. And honestly, I think it's for the better of this season. With people talking about a potential end of season live event happening soon, hopefully the chapter ends with a bang. But then again, the season after this is The Simpsons. Fortnite have already been teasing the next season, with the treehouse from the show growing and being shown. Hopefully whatever comes after chapter 6 shapes the game for the better. If you guys enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I post these types of videos occasionally where I just talk about the game. If you disagree with anything I said, feel free to let me know in the comments. Take care, everyone.